All right, YouTube, we got our final play of NFL Week 3 regular season, and this is a painful one to say out loud, but we have to do it because even if we don't like how it sounds, we got to go logically here, not emotionally. But we are going with the Carolina Panthers +5 on the road against the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the thing, guys. I know nobody wants to bet on the Panthers right now, myself included. But once I saw the quarterback change to Andy Dalton, I became interested. Bryce Young simply has been horrific to the 10th degree, and my toaster oven is a massive upgrade over Bryce Young. Bryce Young is just throwing interceptions nonstop, and we need a real quarterback back there to give the Panthers a chance to actually play the games instead of just losing 1,000,000-0. Because Bryce Young his confidence is shot. He can't read a defense right now. There's just nothing good with him right now. Andy Dalton, I think, is actually better than people think. No, I don't think Andy Dalton's an elite quarterback, a great quarterback, nothing like that. But I think he's like a solid average quarterback that is actually undervalued. I think he's a really good backup, and I think he could do decent as a starter. I'm not saying he's going to take a team to the playoffs or win playoff games. That's not really what he does, but I think he can win regular season games against the right opponents, and this might be one of those opponents this week. We'll see. Another big part of this pick is not just because I think Andy Dalton's undervalued, it's because I think the Raiders are absolute dog shit. Look, the Raiders were expected to get blown out last week against the Ravens. They were 10-point dogs. Nobody had the Raiders good, and all of a sudden they upset the Ravens. Look, they did what they did. Good for them. It was a close game. They got a lot of pass interference calls. That's not really a reliable offense to count on when it comes down to not getting calls and stuff like that. Gardner Minshew, and you have to actually just move the chains naturally. Gardner Minshew, if I'm being honest, is pretty shit. I like Gardner. I like the Raiders. I like this team as far as I like to root for them. But I just don't think they're good. I think Gardner Minshew is really bad. I think they're going to struggle this year. As much as I think it'd be fun to see the Raiders be good, challenge the Chiefs, and have like a good rivalry, I don't see it happening. I just think as long as they don't have a real quarterback, they're not going to go far. They always have, the Raiders always have problems on defense too. They did add Wilkins in the offseason, so their D-line is better. But I'm just not sold on the Raiders on both sides of the ball, to be honest with you. It's like the Raiders were 10-point dogs last week, and now they're laying 5. They don't have business laying 5 points to anybody. The Raiders, this game should be much, much closer, in my opinion. These are not two teams that are used to winning. So to grade the Raiders like they're significantly better than the Panthers, I get it if it's Bryce Young because he's been that bad. But this is Andy Dalton. Having a new quarterback is probably going to get the morale of the Panthers up. Like, yo, this is our one shot. We really don't want Bryce Young fucking up our money because, if he ain't getting you the ball, you're going to look bad for your next contract. Everybody on the team is going to look bad. So, like, yo, Andy Dalton, let's fucking play our hearts out for this guy and by some miracle get on like a respectable track this year. Not saying we're going to make the playoffs, something respectable. We can, we cannot kill our contract value here by being on the worst team in the league. So I think they're going to be motivated to try to keep Andy Dalton as their starter so they can have more fun, they can make more money, yada, yada, yada. So that's my pick, Panthers +5 on the road against the Raiders. I think this is really a coin flip game. It could go either way. I actually think this might be upset alert, if I'm being honest with you. I think the Panthers might sneak one out here with Andy Dalton. I think Minshew's that bad. As much as that sucks to say, I root for them, but we're going Panthers +5 in a war. It's going to be a very close game, in my opinion. 1 unit value bet. Units 1% of your bankroll. You don't have to bet any of my plays. You know the deal. Bet responsibly. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. And we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully this weekend is better than last weekend. Hopefully. I mean, we didn't bet on Will Levis this weekend, so we should be okay. But he'll probably cover now that we didn't bet him. But that's a different story. Let's just have the gambling gods on our side this week. Please, no block punts, no fumbles on the goal line. Can we get a little luck this week? Can we get the block punts in our favor? Can we get the other teams to fumble? Little balance of the luck will be nice. So we'll see how it plays out, boys. We got 6 plays this week. This is my final one posted. Per usual, we'll do a recap video next week. Panthers +5, baby. Let's go. Let's have a great weekend, boys. Good luck to everybody betting. Bet responsibly. And catch you in the next one. Peace.